Have you ever wondered why focusing on ourselves often leads to significant growth and improvement? It's a question that nudges at our curiosity, isn't it? This phenomenon, dear friends, is what we call self-focus. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. What do you see? Your reflection, of course. Now imagine that reflection as a representation of your inner self. You see your strengths, your weaknesses, every little detail that forms the person you are. This is the essence of self-focus. It's like holding up a mirror to your soul, allowing you to inspect every facet of your being. Just as you would groom and adjust your physical appearance based on what you see in the mirror, self-focus enables you to make changes to your inner self. You see, when we focus on ourselves, we gain clarity, we become aware of our strengths, and we learn to leverage them. We discover our weaknesses, and we strive to overcome them. Self-focus, thus, is an introspective journey, a voyage of self-discovery that empowers us to grow and improve. Think of it as being the captain of your ship, navigating the vast ocean of life. A captain must know every nook and cranny of his ship to sail successfully, just as we must know ourselves to navigate life effectively. Self-focus is the compass that guides us, the map that shows us where we are, and the tools that help us improve. And so, dear friends, the power of self-focus is immense. It's not about being self-absorbed or narcissistic. It's about understanding ourselves, accepting who we are, and striving to be the best versions of ourselves. It's about finding our own path, marching to the beat of our own drum, and finding our place in this grand symphony of life. So let's dive deeper and see why focusing on ourselves is the best way to improve. Because after all, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step starts with you. Consider the story of a marathon runner who, instead of focusing on others, concentrated on his own pace and stamina. In the heart of London, a city teeming with energy and life, there was a marathon runner named Thomas. Thomas was not your typical marathon runner. He wasn't built like a Greek god, nor was he the fastest on the track. Yet there was something special about him, something that set him apart from the rest. Thomas was a man of focus. He understood the power of self-improvement and the importance of focusing on one's own abilities. He knew that the marathon was not a sprint, but a test of endurance, a test of will, a test of self. During his early days, Thomas often found himself comparing his performance to others. He would look at the runner next to him and feel disheartened by his speed and agility. This comparison, rather than motivating him, would only lead to disappointment and frustration. He felt like he was running in circles, unable to break free from the shackles of comparison. One day, he decided to shift his focus. Instead of looking at others, he started focusing on himself. He began concentrating on his own pace, his own stamina, and his own abilities. He started running his own race. Slowly but surely, Thomas began to see improvements. His pace became steadier, his stamina improved, and his confidence grew. He felt stronger, not just physically, but mentally as well. He started enjoying his runs, feeling the wind in his hair, the ground beneath his feet, and the rhythm of his heartbeat. The day of the marathon arrived. Thomas, with his newfound focus and determination, ran like never before. He was no longer deterred by the fast runners around him. He was running his own race at his own pace, and to his surprise, he finished the marathon in a personal best time. Thomas's story is a testament to the power of self-focus. It shows us that by focusing on our own abilities, we can achieve far more than we ever thought possible. As we see from our marathon runner, focusing on oneself can lead to improvements we never thought possible. Now let's discuss a successful entrepreneur who focused on refining her skills and knowledge rather than worrying about her competitors. Enter the world of Jane, a determined entrepreneur who had a vision for a unique business in the crowded field of organic skincare. Jane, unlike many others, was not driven by the desire to outdo her competitors. Instead, she believed in the power of self-improvement and the impact it could have on her business. Jane started her entrepreneurial journey with a small kitchen operation, creating organic beauty products. She was aware of the fierce competition in her industry, but decided to focus her energy on understanding every nuance of the organic skincare industry. She spent countless hours researching, learning, and refining her knowledge about organic ingredients, their benefits, and the process of manufacturing skin-friendly products. Instead of constantly comparing her business to others, Jane chose to improve her own skills. She took courses, attended seminars, and even went back to school to study cosmetic science. This self-improvement and focus on her own growth allowed Jane to create innovative and quality products, which soon gained popularity for their effectiveness and authenticity. Jane's business started to flourish, not because she was fighting tooth and nail with her competition, but because she was investing in herself. It was her in-depth knowledge and expertise that set her apart from her competitors. People began to trust her products, not just because they were effective, but because they saw the passion and knowledge Jane poured into each item she crafted. This is not a story of overnight success, but a story of consistent self-improvement. Jane's journey is a testament to the power of focusing on oneself. It demonstrates that the key to success is not necessarily outdoing others, but bettering oneself, learning, evolving, and becoming the best version of oneself. So, what's the moral of the story? It's simple. Don't get lost in the race. Don't let the success of others deter you. Instead, focus on yourself, on your growth, on your improvement. As illustrated by the entrepreneur's story, self-improvement often starts with self-focus. Imagine a musician who, instead of trying to imitate others, focused on developing his unique style and sound. In the bustling city of London, there lived a young man named Daniel, who had a fervent passion for music. Daniel wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, nor did he have any formal music education, but he had an undying love for melodies and rhythms that resonated deep within his soul. Daniel's journey into the world of music wasn't a smooth one. He was often ridiculed for his unconventional style. His music was different, it didn't conform to the popular trends of the time, but Daniel didn't let the criticism deter him. Instead, he chose to focus on himself, on his unique sound that was an extension of his personality, his experiences, and his creative expression. He would spend hours, often deep into the night, refining his style, experimenting with sounds, and creating melodies that were a pure reflection of his soul. He wasn't trying to imitate the greats, he wasn't trying to fit into any genre, he was simply being true to his own creative spirit. Over time, something extraordinary happened. People began to notice Daniel's music. His unique style, his heartfelt melodies, they touched people in a way no other music did. His music was different, it was fresh, it was authentic, and it was this authenticity, born out of self-focus, that ultimately led Daniel to success. His journey serves as a powerful testament to the magic of self-focus. By choosing to focus on himself, to nurture his unique style, Daniel was able to create music that was not only unique, but also deeply touching. His music resonated with people because it was real. It was him. Just like Daniel, each one of us has a unique voice within us. It is this voice that sets us apart, that makes us who we are. And by choosing to focus on this unique voice, by nurturing it, by allowing it to grow, we can create something truly extraordinary. Just like our musician, focusing on our unique qualities can lead us to reach new heights. Let's now delve into the tangible benefits of self-focus. Self-focus, when employed properly, can be a powerful tool for self-improvement and personal growth. One of the key benefits is the heightened self-awareness it brings. When we turn our attention inward, we begin to understand our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors on a deeper level. We start to recognize patterns, identify triggers, and understand the motivations behind our actions. This increased self-awareness can lead to profound personal insights, helping us to make better decisions, manage our emotions more effectively, and ultimately live more authentic and fulfilled lives. Moreover, self-focus can significantly improve performance. Whether it's mastering a new skill, reaching a career milestone, or achieving a personal goal, self-focus allows us to concentrate our efforts, energy, and resources where they will make the most impact. It's akin to sharpening our tools before setting to work. By focusing on ourselves, we ensure that we're in the best possible condition to tackle the tasks at hand. Then, there's the enhancement of emotional intelligence. This is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage not only our own emotions, but also those of others. By focusing on ourselves, we become more attuned to our emotional responses and reactions. This heightened emotional intelligence can improve our relationships, both personal and professional, as we become more empathetic, understanding, and responsive to the emotional needs of others. And these aren't just theoretical benefits. Numerous research studies back up these claims. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who practice self-focus experienced greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Similarly, research in the field of sports psychology has shown a clear link between self-focus and improved athletic performance. As demonstrated, focusing on ourselves brings numerous benefits that can lead to personal growth and improvement. So how can we harness the power of self-improvement? The answer is as simple as it is profound: by focusing on ourselves. This doesn't mean becoming self-obsessed or narcissistic. Rather, it means setting personal goals, seeking feedback, and practicing mindfulness. Let's start with setting personal goals. This is about creating a vision for who you want to be and what you want to achieve. It's about painting a picture of your ideal self and then setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or SMART goals to help you get there. It's about pushing yourself to grow, to learn, to evolve. But setting goals is just the first step. The next step is seeking feedback. This can be a tough pill to swallow because nobody likes to hear about their flaws or shortcomings. But feedback is the breakfast of champions. It's how we learn about our blind spots and areas for improvement. It's how we get a reality check on our progress towards our goals. So don't shy away from seeking feedback. Embrace it. Then there's practicing mindfulness. This is about being present in the moment, about paying attention to what's happening around you and within you. It's about tuning into your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Mindfulness can help you stay focused on your goals and manage distractions. It can help you become more self-aware, more in tune with your needs and desires. But perhaps the most important part of self-improvement is maintaining focus in the face of distractions. This is easier said than done. We live in a world that's full of distractions, from social media notifications to endless to-do lists. But if we want to improve ourselves, we have to learn to filter out the noise and stay focused on what truly matters. This requires discipline, patience, and persistence. By focusing on ourselves, we can unlock our full potential and achieve remarkable growth. So, let's commit to self-improvement. Let's commit to becoming the best versions of ourselves. Because at the end of the day, the only person we can truly change is ourselves. And the only person we should strive to be better than is the person we were yesterday. In conclusion, self-focus is the key to self-improvement. Throughout this journey, we've traversed the paths of marathon runners, successful entrepreneurs, and accomplished musicians, each a testament to the power of honing in on oneself. Their stories have shown us the undeniable truth that when you concentrate on your own growth, the world opens up in unexpected ways. We've seen the benefits, the increased determination, the enhanced creativity, the heightened self-awareness that comes from self-focus. It's this very focus that leads to self-improvement, the constant refining and polishing of our own selves. Harnessing this power is not a task for the faint-hearted. It demands dedication, resilience, and above all, patience. But remember, every journey begins with a single step, and that first step is to focus on yourself. So, as we part ways, take this wisdom with you. Remember, the journey to self-improvement starts with focusing on yourself.